What's up, everybody? This is AndroidVillian back with another video slash tutorial for the Samsung Galaxy S2 LTE Skyrocket from Rogers. Also, it is the AT&T version as well. A viewer, asked some questions, in the comment section about how do you root your phone. So I'll just try to explain briefly how I did it. First thing I did is I went to XDA, that's X, letter X, D-A developers. If you Google XDA developers, you'll find their site, and basically you'll be able to find out all the information you need to gain root access to your phone, everything you need to know about custom ROMs, flashing custom recovery systems. So I strongly suggest you go poke around a bit at XDA developers, and you will find what you're looking for. You're going to need first you're going to need something to root the device, which would be something like Super SU or Super User. And what you have to do is you have to use Odin to flash that from your. You have to connect your USB to your computer. You have to open Odin, and you have to, all the instructions will be there, and you basically flash that app onto your phone. I believe it's a TAR file, but it is in the zip format type of file, and you'd flash that to the phone, and when your phone reboots, Super User app would be installed on your phone, and there you'd be able to have root access over your phone and use things like root browser, and other types of apps you can download through the Google Marketplace or through Aptoid. So if that's what you have to check out XDA developers, in my opinion, for sure. You're better off. But in this little video I'm going to show you right now, the last one, the audio was pretty poor. I apologize for that. So I'm just going to show you again how to flash a custom ROM to your phone using Clockwork mod in my rooted apps here. That's the Clockwork ROM manager. We have some options here I always strongly suggest to everybody, as I do personally myself, I would back up my current ROM, okay, as you can see here, and I would back it up to my SD card. I actually did it last night, so no need to do that now. And also right from here we can install ROMs right from our SD card, our internal SD, and that's if we want to flash a new ROM, or if we want to flash something we've already backed up, another ROM, yada yada, we can reboot into recovery. So we'll reboot into recovery now, and we're using the TeamWin Recovery Project custom recovery. I like it. The user interface is great. It's all touchscreen, not like the Clockwork mod recovery system where you have to use the volume rocker and your power button. So right now it's booting up, as you can see, and we have a couple options there to either install, we can wipe, we can back up, we can restore, we can mount, we have our settings, advanced, and we can just simply reboot back into our operating system. What we're going to do right now is we're going to want to restore. So we're going to click on restore, and we're going to want to, camera's a little bit out of focus there. We're going to choose AOKP, and we're actually flashing an operating system, the AOKP team. This is one of my personal favorites, and this is a Jelly Bean 4.2.2. It has not yet been released officially for the Skyrocket. I think it started on some of the original S2s rolling out across the states, but it hasn't yet come out. But these guys developed it, and it's really great. So they're you can get your phone one step ahead of the game. So we're just going to swipe at the bottom to restore, and now the phone's just going to be doing some things. You can see the updating the partition details, It's running the boot script. Now the restore has started, and it's checking the restore folder on the SD card where we made our backup. As you can see, it's in the TWRP/backups file, and it's skipping the MD5 check. And the camera's having some trouble focusing, but what it's doing, oh, there we go. It's wiping the system, and it's wiping all the data, basically off your little hard drive. And then once that process is done, what's going to happen is it will start to install the ROM that I have backed up. Now, when you're flashing ROMs like the AOKP ROM, 4.2.2 Jelly Bean, or the Slim Bean ROMs, or any other type of ROMs that are out there, particularly for the newer operating system like Jelly Bean 4.2.2, there's not going to be any Google related apps when you flash that ROM. So once you flash the ROM, you can always flash something called gaps, which basically fills in those gaps on your phone for all the Google apps, right? So G basically stands for Google and apps, but yeah, it helps you fill the gaps though. And then it gets your phone working correctly. You have the, you'll have your Google Play Store. You'll be able to sync your Google accounts like Gmail and other settings like this. So now you can see that it says its restore is complete and successful. So all we have to do now is just hit reboot system. The phone's going into reboot. I've loaded a custom recovery or a custom boot animation onto my phone. Okay, so we're all set here. Just gonna go ahead and unlock our SIM card. Go ahead and swipe. And there we are. This is Android Jelly Bean 4.2.2. And we'll go into our system settings. That's our Nova launcher settings. That's our phone book. Go into the system settings. We're going to scroll down to About Phone. Now you can see our model number there for the Skyrocket, and the Android version is now running on 4.2.2. We got the Cyanogen mod kernel, and this is the AOKP Skyrocket unofficial, and this one was actually released on February 24th, 2013. That's this year. And there it is. That's how you flash the ROMs to your phone. You can always flash back, because if you went ahead and made your backup, then you'll have no problem flashing back just the same way. The Clockwork mod will be there, your clock ROM manager rather. And these are a list of some of my apps that I have, my rooted apps. Just waiting for this to focus. If it's not poor audio, it's poor camera quality in this one. So that's how you do it, guys. Like I said, if you're trying to get, if you want to gain root access over your Skyrocket, you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need a super SU or super user to root your phone. You're going to need to flash that on your phone via your USB cable using Odin. I'm using version 1.85, and I have no problems with it. I know there's maybe some newer versions out there, but that's the one I use, and it works just fine for me. So this is AndroidVillian. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe. Please leave some more comments if you need some help with anything. I'd be more than happy to help you. And again, for the person who had asked about how to root the phone, check out XDA Developers, and you'll find everything you're looking for. It won't be so difficult. All right, y'all. So again, subscribe, comment, and more videos on the way. Lots of fun videos coming later today. All right, thanks. Peace.